I was standing in my usual spot, minding my own business, when bam! A knife comes flying at me. No, not a dart. A real one. And the thrower? My own dad. Crazy, right? How did it get to this point? Let's rewind. But first, like, share and subscribe to REF Studios. Being the super nerd kid of ultra cool parents ain't easy, especially when your mom's a hardcore biker and your dad's a famous chef. They were the popular kids in college. They wanted me to be just like them, but I am not. So they tried to turn me into what they knew best, cooking and biking.
Oh no, honey. I know we need to change her and train her to fit in, but knives are dangerous. She could hurt herself.
Really? Is a rubber knife for cutting slime cake dangerous? And riding a bike isn't?
Actually, the bike rides cause 75% more accidents than the kitchen incidents.
See? She's just like this. I don't see you teaching her anything practical. You always think cooking solves everything.
And you think putting her on a bike will make her fit in? Maybe she doesn't want to be a mini daredevil.
And just like that, they'd start their usual bickering. Yep, that was my parents, totally opposite. Good thing I could sneak away when they did, but school, that was even worse. Being the nerdy kid at school is like having a neon sign for bullies. But I am not your average nerd who takes it lying down. Like that day when the mean girls tried to mess with me.
Hey, watch your step, weirdo.
Yeah, I am. Maybe someone else needs an eyesight check.
Oh, whoa! When she says watch out, you better watch out and keep moving. Shh, what? You want to try me? Push me. Need a war. Okay, come on, push me.
First, I don't. But if you make me, I'd huff and puff and blow you right into Principal Mackenzie's breath zone.
Oh yeah? I'd make sure she sneezes and you end up in the school dumpster. Weirdo.
I'd make Principal Mackenzie cough so hard, you'd find yourself on a one-way trip to the janitor's closet. And that's it. They didn't utter a word. I felt victorious. But then I saw their eyes stuck behind my back. As I turned around, it was none other than Principal Mackenzie. Hi. I was just being hypothetical.
Both of you, in my office. Now.
And just like that, my moment of victory turned into a trip to Principal Mackenzie's office. I knew I was in trouble. My parents visited the principal and I saw them coming back, silent the whole way home. They sat me down and I braced myself for suspension or worse. But what they said, I never saw it coming. No, I don't want to go. Why do you guys want to get rid of me? Do you even know how dangerous planes can be? Planes have a failure rate of...
Just stop it.
Stop it!
Honey, it's not what you think. Your principal said you're the best for this student exchange program. She let go of all the stuff you did and still gave you this chance. It's a big deal. You can't just solve math problems forever. Life's more than numbers.
Yeah, sweetie. We're not saying you can't be yourself, but you're capable of so much more. We want you to open up and see life beyond your facts. We want the best for you. Trust us.
Their pleading eyes made me say yes. Plus, it's not like I had a choice. This new school, Oak Ridge Academy, was so cool. Kids did all sorts of stuff besides studying. Weirdly, no one bullied me. Probably because they were always busy with activities like building robots or running obstacle courses. My parents signed me up for every club imaginable. Archery, survival skills, you name it. Hoping I'd find something that would make me normal. One day in gymnastic class, I was totally in my zone. I had just calculated the exact right angle for my backflip. I leaped into the air, feeling like I was flying, but instead of perfect landing, I ended up crashing into someone.
Ouch!
Oh no, are you okay?
Ah, it hurts. But that backflip was pretty awesome.
Sorry, just a tiny miscalculation. I think I need to adjust the angular momentum.
Here, let me show you. If you lift off at a 45-degree angle and tighten your core a bit more. See? Just like that. Now adjust your launch angle by 10 degrees and you'll be perfect.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm Matilda, by the way.
Clark!
I had never met anyone like him. He was smart and really nice. Maybe Dad was right. I needed to explore more. Soon we started hanging out and chatting, and our vibes really matched each other. I I started thinking that there was hope for me to make a friend after all. Hey, what's up? Aren't we going for a ride?
Oh, you're already here. Sorry. I have to help my friends with some math questions. It's almost done. Square root of 87,654,321 multiplied by the cube root of 64 is...
Oh, that's easy. It's 9,366.
Whoa! You just did that without a calculator. You're truly beauty with brains.
Did he just call me pretty? Clark was so cool, and soon he introduced me to his 3 friends. This seemed kinda weird, but I ignored my awkward self and tried to fit in. Everything was going great. But then, Clark kept asking me to help with math problems for his senior friends. At first, I didn't mind, but something felt off. This math problem seems unusual. Are you sure it's just homework?
What? You don't trust me? I know you don't like my friends, but you're overthinking Matilda. So chill out.
His reassurance didn't settle my doubts. My gut told me something was off, so I tried to talk to him, but he just snapped.
Why are you making such a big deal? If you don't want to help, then don't. I thought my girlfriend would make me look good in front of my friends.
Did he just say girlfriend? But the way he talked to me hurt. The next weekend was my flight, but I didn't talk to him. And I was surprised. He didn't even try to talk to me. It's good I hadn't told my parents about him, or I'd feel embarrassed. I was trying so hard to keep it together, but right before I left, I totally gave in and texted him. Don't judge me. I just said bye and headed to the airport. Clark?
I can't let you leave like this. I'm so sorry for acting like a jerk that day and letting my ego get in the way. I was so stupid and realized you mean more to me than anyone else. So, I decided to come with you and finish the last year at your school. My mom's gonna arrange everything.
I was still mad, but come on. Him showing up on the plane like this was cliche but cute. And part of me really wanted to see him again, and he showed he really did care about me. When I got back, my parents were acting super strange. First, they didn't even come to pick up their only kid. And then, when I got home, they called to say they had some important work come up. That was weird, because they never did stuff together. I guess they changed, just like I changed and got closer to Clark. Later that night, my parents hugged me tight and were surprised to see Clark. They even asked him to stay over for the week until he got a dorm. We started going to school together, and everyone's faces were priceless seeing me with the most handsome guy. He quickly made friends too. Everything was going great, until one day, my parents started acting weird.
Clark, you're allergic to peanut butter. I'm gonna bake some, so you should go.
Whoa! How do you know that?
Then I took him to check my mom's bike collection, and things got even weirder.
Clark, we need to, rearrange the garage. Can you leave now? I mean, leave our house.
What's wrong with you guys? I thought you'd be happy I made a friend. You guys say I'm not normal, but have you guys looked at yourself? I was so mad I didn't talk to my parents. At school, I kept looking for Clark, and then I saw him with his friends in that gloomy under construction corner. They were solving math problems, but why there? So I hid nearby and heard stuff that freaked me out. I ran home and told my parents everything. He's not just solving maths problems, he's...
Rigging the national lottery?
What?
We need to tell you the truth, Matilda. We're undercover agents. Clark and his friends are scammers.
You're spies. Clark used me. When did you find out? Why didn't you tell me?
We had to be sure first. We just found out Clark was using you to rig lotteries.
What do I do now? Everyone lied to me. I wanted to fight those scammers, but I'm too weak. Then my father threw a knife at me and I dodged it without thinking. I was shocked.
See, you're not weak. We sent you to Oak Ridge Academy to train you. I've been preparing you for this, so you wouldn't be defenseless.
Yeah, you were actually suspended, but we turned it into an exchange program. It was a cover to train you plus protect you while we tackled a dangerous mission.
So that's why you guys barely call me and always use new numbers? We then devised a plan to catch the scammers. I had to be brave and smart like my parents trained me. But on our way, they got an emergency call to catch the big boss behind everything. They said Clark was just a pawn, and I assured them I'd handle it with the cops.
Hey, Matilda. You here to meet the principal? Everything good?
The audacity. I wanted to rearrange his face, but I kept calm because we needed live proof to catch his group. First, I had to get the principal to trust me. Oh, nothing. Just wanted to talk about the upcoming debate event.
Sure, come in.
I told the principal everything, but it turned out he was part of the scheme. He was the one who hired Clark. You are a big scammer. The cops are waiting for you at the gates.
You're part of this now, Matilda. Now you gotta leave me out, or I'll make your videos go viral.
He dragged me towards the back corridor, but Clark showed up and distracted him. I elbowed the principal in his big fat belly, breaking free, but he started running. I grabbed a broom and threw it at his leg at the right angle. Gotcha! With quick thinking, Clark tackled the principal and called the cops. To my surprise, he confessed everything and handed over all the proof. Before he left, he came up to me.
I'm sorry, Matilda. I was wrong, but my feelings were real, Matilda. I lied to protect you. The principal blackmailed me. The days I wasn't in contact with you, I was trying to keep you out of this mess. But when he said he'd assign someone else, I came back to keep you safe.
Clark's confession left me torn. He had deceived me, but maybe his intentions weren't all bad. I went back home, but something still felt off. I wasn't myself. My parents noticed and talked to me.
Oh, baby. Unresolved stuff really messes with your head. You should meet Clark's mom. It might help clear things up.
My son wasn't bad. I know why he did all this. One day, he ran into the street playing football, and to save him from a car, I got hit. He just always wanted to see me walk again.
Meeting Clark's mom made everything clearer. His actions, while wrong, came from a place of desperation. I finally met Clark after 2 years. He was doing community service, serving soup. You're giving that guy 300 ml of soup while the others are getting 250 ml. If you've got 5 liters of soup, each bowl should get around 250 ml.
Matilda? It feels so good to see you after all this time. I know you probably don't want to forgive me.
Shh. I forgave you already. My parents also hired Clark for an internship program along with me.
We're so proud of you.
Using your talents for good and valuing real relationships are what matter most.
I learned that life isn't just about numbers and calculations. It's about forgiveness, understanding hearts, and making wise choices. My parents were right all along.